What's up, YouTube? I'm back, better than ever. I was sick for a little while. That's why I haven't been recording videos, but I'm back now, and I want to tell you all about an amazing little hack for driving traffic. It's called Adtactics by my friend Lance Groom. Before we get to that, my name is Eric Hammer, and I am known as the man with the hat. That's because I wear fedora well pretty much everywhere that I go. I am actually one of the few people who can pull one successfully. Well, me and this guy. Sorry, I'm getting my hat back from my boy Neil. Anyway, so the way these work here is that I do two things. I review software info products that make money online niche, basically to make sure that you don't end up buying a bunch of crap.
What a load of crappy crap.
Quiet, boy.
You know what, Bart? It's been so long. I even missed you complaining all the time. He complains all the time. He's annoying as heck. But it's been a while since I recorded a video. So, you know what? What the heck? Go ahead and complain, Bart. Fine. Anyway, the way things work here, if I like a product, I'll give a tip of my hat to the product creator. If I don't, well, better luck next time. If you're new to the channel, I also do a lot of videos here involving mindset and entrepreneurship.
Yes, he's an entrepreneur. He's very successful.
Thank you, Liz Lemon. It's been a while since I heard that. She's such a sweetheart. I love Liz Lemon. Anyway, if you are new, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop new videos. Because frankly, subscribe, well, it really doesn't mean much here on YouTube anymore. Go ahead and like this video, comment down below, and let's get right into this. Okay, so we are on the sales page for Adtactics. This is a brand new training from my friend Lance Groom. Now, this is actually a pretty cool idea that he came up with. I wanted to show you, first of all, the proof shots. You know, these things get put up all the time, these proof shots for advertising. And look, I think that this is being a little bit hyperbolic. Based on the traffic source, I'm going to show you in a minute what the traffic source is. I'm actually not going to go over all the details that you're going to get from the training. Based on the traffic source that he is suggesting, I could see making several $1,000s in profits from this easily. That's not hard to do. The thing that I do have an issue with is I don't know if $6,000 is really possible. That I think is a bit much, a bit hyperbolic. I think that a more realistic goal would be a couple $1,000s, but definitely you could do a couple $1,000s in sales off of this method. It will require a little bit of effort, and it will require a little bit of investment. Not a whole lot of investment, but it's going to take a little bit of investment.
How little?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I'm going to tell you how little in just a minute. Anyway, so this is the sales page for the package. I believe it's going for $12.95 if I recall correctly, which is not a bad price. And it's not really blind copy. You can see it's talking about doing classified ads, so I don't feel uncomfortable telling you what it's going to be doing. Basically, you're using classified ads, which frankly I never would have thought of doing it. Honestly, the last thing I ever would have thought of. Yes, $12.95 over here. You can see. The last thing I ever would have thought of was doing advertising with classified ads, but he's killing it with it, and apparently these things are still out there. They still work really, really well. So let's go ahead and bounce over to the members area. I want to show you the members area real quick, and I also want to tell you about my custom list, because my custom list is really, really important. Okay, so here we're on the members area. Now, but this was so crazy. I just want to show you very briefly. I'm not going to play the whole video for you, but I want to show you this. In this video, Lance is actually sitting there with a stack of newspapers and tabloids and stuff. I want to see if I can.
And then every couple weeks too, also
get to just there we go. You actually see him sitting there, and he's showing you the actual magazines and newspapers. He's got a whole stack of them. He's actually showing you how he does it, exactly what he does, the whole 9 yards. It's really, really fascinating to watch. You know, to see that this is a method that still works. You know, I knew it used to work like 30 years ago, and to my mind, everything was online now. And apparently this method still does work, and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money either. It's relatively inexpensive. especially because print media is pretty much dying these days. So they're desperate for advertising, so they're happy to give it to you for relatively inexpensive pricing. Now, what I did want to talk to you about is my custom bonus, because when I saw this, I immediately thought of another method that I recently learned, which I thought was so cool. And I said, this would dovetail perfectly with this one. So the one big issue I have with Adtactics is because it's physical magazines and tabloids and stuff, you do have to actually physically be in the United States or Canada or wherever it is that you're going to be advertising. You can't really do this uh, from abroad. So, for example, I happen to live in Israel. We're actually moving back to the States. Surely you can see behind me, my books are kind of a mess because we're busy packing things up and getting ready to move. But for me, living here right now, it would be difficult for me to actually take advantage of this really cool method of basically making extra money. But there's a website that I found which offers a similar sort of an experience, except it's all online, and you can do it 100% for free. It does take a little bit of time. It's like literally about 30 to 60 seconds every single time you do it. You have to take time to go and set things up there, but you can just like basically rinse and repeat all the time, and you can do it whenever you have a free couple of seconds. I mean, literally, you could do it sit on your phone while you're sitting in the toilet. Not to sound too crass, you can do it if you're sitting on the subway. If you are on a coffee break and you're just sitting there sipping your coffee, instead of sitting around looking at Facebook, you can actually sit there and make some money. It literally takes like about 30 to 60 seconds every single time you do it. It's really, really cool, and it's very, very simple to do. So that's going to be in my custom bonus for Adtactics. So let's go ahead and see if I'm going to give it to the product creator or not.